All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. We've got a lot of information to cover this morning, and as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about proper sponsoring and placement techniques to so there's really two aspects to this: proper sponsoring and placement techniques, and then making sure that you use proper sponsoring and placement techniques to reach what's called the gold level. That's a rank advancement level in Synergy worldwide. And you can see by my screen that there's two images here. There's a leadership retreat in 2021, and then there's also the gold retreat in Utah. And we're going to talk about this in just a little bit because it's part of this whole process of reaching the gold level and teaching this down through your organization. So the first thing that we need to do, and I know we have a lot of people on the call this morning who've been long-term distributors in Synergy worldwide, and there's I think some new people that are here too, but it's always good to understand what the gold level is. And to reach the gold level in Synergy worldwide, it requires you to have at least 4,500 CV of volume of organizational volume in what we call your weak or lesser leg. Again, in Synergy worldwide, your organization is your tracking center one, and on your tracking center one, through your personal orders and through your customer orders, you create CV, and that CV then relates to creating cash flow through elite rebates. But as you bring distributors into Synergy worldwide, people who don't want to be customers, who want to actually be distributors and have their own Synergy business, you're going to sponsor them into Synergy worldwide. And on your tracking center one, you have a left leg and a right leg. So there's only two legs to your organization. And when you bring a new distributor in, you're going to have to make a decision whether you place them on your left side or on your right side. And as you help them build their customer base to create the cash flow for their Synergy business, that creates CV volume for them, which creates organizational volume for you. And we'll look at this a little bit later in today's presentation. So as distributors are added, either by your personal sponsorship or people that you've sponsored in the Synergy worldwide, and they bring new distributors on board, as people move Synergy products through their organization, through customers or adding distributors, that all begins to create CV volume. And once the CV volume on your weaker leg or lesser leg hits 4,500 CV of volume or more, that means that your strong leg has to be at 4,500 CV of volume or more, and you're now at what they call the gold level in Synergy worldwide. And as we shared, David and I did a presentation on the first Saturday of this month for the new year of 2021. And we recommended to you that there's two primary goals to your Synergy business. The first one is to create cash flow through customers, where you create $300 to $500 in cash flow. You can always scale your Synergy business up higher than that with customers, but the key is to create enough customer orders each month that you're earning $300 to $500 in elite rebates through your customers. And then the second goal was to reach the gold level in your Synergy business. A lot of people want to try and be, reach the leadership level, or, the leadership levels beyond that. But the key to all rank advancement is to understand how to reach the gold level yourself and teach the people that you bring into Synergy worldwide who want to be distributors how they want to reach the gold level for themselves. If you just teach this whole process of going for the gold level and building your Synergy business with proper sponsoring and placement so that you can effectively reach the gold level, that if you replicate that down through your organization, that will create the volume, the growth in organizational volume that will push you to all the leadership levels in Synergy worldwide. So the key to everything is to get to gold. So what's the benefits of reaching that? Well, first off, it's going to increase your cash flow to operate your Synergy business through what we call residual income from basic commissions. Now, the minimum that you would earn is $315, which is 4,500 CV times 7%. I've been in Synergy Worldwide for a long time. And when they go to compute basic commission, your basic commission is paid out to you based on the volume that's on your lesser leg. So again, be it gold, lesser leg has to be 4,500. Could be greater than that, but the minimum is 4,500 CV. And historically, I've never seen Synergy Worldwide pay less than 7%. It's always been higher. But rather than get into fractions and stuff, it's just easier using 7% as a multiplier. So that's why I said you'll at least earn $315 in basic commissions, most likely more. And if you've built your tracking center one with your customer base where you're earning $300 to $500, you can see that this extra basic commission becomes cash flow that you can use to operate your Synergy business. Now, I've already put on the schedule for the first Saturday in February, because one of the goals that David and I talked about as a sub goal is to take $100 out of your cash flow and use that effectively for marketing. And I've already got this scheduled for the first Saturday in February. I've found a new program that I've now done my second video on. It'll show you how to do videos that you can then put up on YouTube and then put on social media to begin the process of attracting people to you. And I plan to do a presentation on Saturday to show you this program and how effective it is, that if you decide that you want to use YouTube videos or videos to be able to advance your Synergy business, it'll be a platform that you can effectively use. And I plan to do, like I said, a full presentation, and I plan to have a training video ready for everyone that decides that they want to use this platform, how to effectively use it. I just created my second video. And again, what used to take me about a day to 2 days in work and process is now taking me 4 hours or less to put up an even better video than the other videos that I've done in the past. So it's really a fantastic program. And as I said, I'll share this on the first Saturday of February. Now, the other goal is that you're going to qualify for what's called the Go Gold retreat in Utah. And I've been to Synergy Worldwide multiple times. There's people on this presentation today that have been to Synergy Worldwide multiple times. We've had the opportunity to tour the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation. We've had the opportunity to go to Nature Sunshine in Spanish Fork, Utah, which is their manufacturing facility, and be able to see that facility and all the steps that they go through to maintain quality assurance steps to produce the best products in the marketplace, nutritional supplements. But you'll have that same opportunity. Plus, there's other things. Like I've been to the leadership retreat before they redid these new retreats, where I was in Park City, Utah. Well, part of this Go Gold retreat is that you also will spend time in Park City. It's just a marvelous environment to be in, to learn from other successful people in Synergy Worldwide, to really be able to see Synergy Worldwide, their new corporate offices, the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, and their commitment to giving us products that truly work and benefit people, the manufacturing facility. It just, as David talks about, it takes your belief system to a 10 when you're able to actually be at Synergy Worldwide, be at Nature Sunshine, be with individuals who are successful in Synergy Worldwide, their passion, their commitment for producing excellent products and an excellent business opportunity. So there's a link here. And again, I'll provide this PDF to everyone on Tuesday's email that you can click on this link, or you can just go to the Synergy Worldwide blog and you can find this information. But it gives you the information about the Gold Retreat. Now, what are the benefits of teaching this goal to those you sponsor into Synergy Worldwide? Well, what it's going to do is, if you teach this aspect of being gold the gold level in your synergy business, if you teach that down to the people that you sponsor, what that does is it increases the cash flow to operate your synergy business through residual income from basic commissions. Plus now you're going to start earning higher mega matches. I didn't put that up in the first benefit because, again, mega matches could be there, but I'm not sure if you haven't sponsored someone and they're not building their organization, then there wouldn't be any mega matches. But if you sponsor people and you teach them how to replicate this process, then you're guaranteed to increase the organizational volume on both your left and right hand sides. If you're using proper sponsoring and placement, you're guaranteed to increase your basic commissions. You're guaranteed to start earning mega matches off of the people that you're sponsoring, that because they're implementing the same strategy, and it creates rank advancement where now your organizational volume will go above the 6,000 CV volume necessary on your lesser leg to hit the first leadership level and start earning what's called leadership bonuses, which is income on your strong side volume of your synergy business. So you're going to earn at least $1,000 or more. And as you continue to teach this process down through your organization and people replicate this, not only does it push you for rank advancement, because now you're going to be at the leadership level, you're then going to qualify for the leadership retreat in Miami. And again, here is a link for the details of what's involved in that leadership retreat. It's basically a vacation reward for you reaching the first leadership level in Synergy worldwide. And you do that by teaching the people that you sponsor who are in your organization underneath you on your left and right hand sides to replicate the same process. So it increases your residual income and it rewards you with this leadership retreat and a nice vacation that you and someone that you want to take with you can all participate in. Now, here's something that's important to understand. I do not know if it's going to end at the end of January or if they're going to continue this New Year promotion. But Donald, we talked earlier before we started recording this presentation that Synergy has implemented what they call a welcome back special. So this part of this New Year promotion, there's a couple promotions that they have, but the one that I want to focus on for today's presentation is what we call the welcome back special. There are customers in our organization. If you've been in Synergy Worldwide for a while, if you don't maintain there's 2 6-month qualifying periods in Synergy Worldwide. I won't get into the details of what those periods are, but it requires that you have 240 CV of volume in each period. And that CV volume, that 240, can come from personal orders, can come from your monthly auto ship, can come from customer orders. But if for some reason you don't achieve the 240 CV volume in that 6-month qualifying period, then you go from a distributor status to a customer status. And every 6-month period that you stay at a customer status, in the past, if you wanted to reactivate your become a synergy distributor again, and you wanted to reactivate your current position that you were in, maybe you have a downline organization that's producing volume and revenue, but you haven't been able to tap into it because you're now at the customer level. Well, Synergy has this welcome back special. Before, in the past, you had to make up the CV volume of every 6-month qualifying period that you missed. So if a person, say, went 2 years without at the customer status, so 2 years would be 4 qualifying periods times 4, they would have to have a order of 960 CV of volume for themselves to reactivate and maintain their position. So a lot of people, if they decided to come into Synergy Worldwide, they would say, okay, I don't want to do that. It's just too much cash flow out, but I want to get a Synergy business. So they come in as a new distributor and you can place them anywhere you want in your organization. Well, there's a lot of there's people on today's presentation that have distributors underneath you that were distributors but are now customers, but they may be interested in coming back into Synergy Worldwide, and they don't have to create an order to basically pay back all the CV volume that they missed. Instead, they can place a simple order of 200 CV or more through customer service, and that will reactivate their former position. They don't have to pay the $24.95 registration fee. They can just pay one order where the CV volume of that order is 200 CV or more. And if they do that, then that reactivates them into Synergy Worldwide in their former position, which may be advantageous for several people that are in your organization because they have people underneath them that are still doing the Synergy business, or they're maybe no longer doing the Synergy business. They're customers, but they're on a monthly auto ship and they continue to order products from Synergy Worldwide. I've got former distributors who are customers that continue to order products from Synergy Worldwide. Now, that creates organizational volume. Again, for a person might be interested in coming back into Synergy Worldwide because they already have volume that's being created on their left and right-hand sides, which would then allow them to start earning basic commissions again. This is available to you. I don't know how long it will be in place for 2021, but it's something that you can start promoting now through the rest of this month. And when you go to talk to people, it's important to help them understand that Synergy Worldwide has a lot more to offer them today than maybe what that did for them when they were distributors before. Meaning that, one, we've got a new product in ProArginine Plus Immune Booster that is absolutely flat out outstanding. It's the best immune supplement I've seen personally in the industry. And the people who are using it have found remarkable benefits from this product. So there's a new product that you can talk to them about and help them understand that one of the things that they were most likely lacking before in their Synergy business was effective resource tools to help them market to gain customers. Before, a lot of times people would just focus on distributors. And for some, the elite rebates weren't in place at the time that they were distributors. The elite rebates has been in place, I think now for about 6 years. So the elite rebates is really nice because there's a lot of people who just want to be happy product users. They're not interested in building a business. They just want to be product users. So you can offer those people just become happy customers. And as they order their Synergy products, whatever their order is, the CV volume of that order goes on your tracking center one, and you start earning elite rebates, cash flow to grow your Synergy business. So you can help individuals that were former distributors that are now customers understand that there are great marketing tools. Like if I go switch over here, we've built this website. Although we built this website for our Synergy family, what we call ourselves, we make this website available to anyone in Synergy Worldwide. So these tools and resources are here. You can easily take them to this web page. You can help them see that we have dedicated pages to the following marketing strategies: nitric oxide therapy in our flagship product ProArginine Plus, weight management in the Biome Core Kit, natural energy through E9, immune health through the new product Immune Booster, cholesterol concerns with the metabolic LDL, athletic performance, several products from Synergy Worldwide to help with regards to athletic performance. And we've got other things to help them, like get started training, where they can reintroduce themselves into Synergy Worldwide and get the kind of training that will help them establish their business in Synergy Worldwide to effectively grow their business. So these are resources that they most likely never had access to, and was most likely one of the issues why they left Synergy Worldwide, because they couldn't get good resources to help them to market their Synergy business. That issue is taken away. If that is an objection, then again, we've taken the steps to take that objection away by giving them very powerful resource tools that we know that are effective and work and can help you grow a customer base, which can then help you grow cash flow, which is another problem that they most likely experience because they focus completely on recruiting distributors. Well, recruiting distributors, the only cash flow you get from that is the fast start bonus, and that's just a one-time deal. And then if the person isn't creating volume from an organizational standpoint, then you can't create basic commissions. Because if they were just distributors but decided that, the business wasn't for them and they drop out, again, what you can do is you can help separate people into two categories: people who truly want to build a business and those who don't or are not sure. If they don't or they're not sure, then just tell them, don't get involved in the business. You can just be a customer. You can get the products at the same wholesale price that I get them for. There's no pressure to do the business. I'll never pressure you to do the business. But if you decide that you want to, I'll be here to help you understand how to properly grow your synergy business. So for now, just be a happy customer. Enjoy the benefits of the synergy products. And then when they go to order those synergy products and love those synergy products and continue to use those synergy products, it's creating cash flow. All the CV volume of all the orders each month from your customers go onto your tracking center one, create elite rebates, which then helps you earn cash flow, which then helps you run your synergy business, which before, if they were just depending upon sponsorship of distributors who then didn't do anything, they didn't have the cash flow to run their synergy business. Now they can run their synergy business with cash flow through elite rebates. So you have three distinct things that you can offer to former distributors who are now customers in your organization, that if they have a desire to come back into synergy worldwide, here's things that we can do to empower them to have a greater level of success than what they did before. Now, as we go on, we come to what we call proper sponsoring and placement techniques. I've done this presentation many times in the past. And so what I want to do today is I just want to highlight some things so that you can understand how to properly do this. The first thing, you'll see this image. This is your cheat sheet. And here's your link for it. Again, I'll provide this PDF for everyone. But when you click on that link, it opens this up to this cheat sheet that you can have in front of you to be able, or for your new distributors to have in front of them. And as you notice that you can go here and you can click on print, and then you can print this off on your printer in your home, and you can have this in front of you so that you can understand how you can properly sponsor and place people based upon how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as a new distributor, or are you an existing distributor who has one leg that is generating a lot of volume, and you have a weak leg that's doing nothing or very little? So there's two ways that you do this in building your synergy business through proper sponsoring and placement. So for a new distributor, someone that you sponsor into synergy worldwide, or maybe you reactivate a current customer into a distributor and they really, don't have a lot of volume on their left or right hand sides. They have some volume on their left and right, but they don't have anything that would place one side at 4,500 or greater, that they would need to then properly sponsor as a new distributor their left and right hand sides so that they can build their CV volume, organizational CV volume, to get to the gold level. And as a new distributor, if you don't have anyone because you just came in the synergy worldwide, then our recommendation is that you sponsor your first person on your outside left, your second person on your outside right, and then your third person on the outside of your weak leg, whatever it is for that month. And then going forward, because every month you're basically starting over at 0 on terms of your volume based upon what people are doing in your organization, then it's sponsor the first person on your outside of your weak leg, the second person on the outside of your strong leg, and the third person on the outside of your weak leg. Again, understand that in the beginning, weak leg and strong leg can flip from left side to right side, left side to right side. It all depends upon who's ordering, what kind of customer base is being built by the people that you've got as distributors, how they're sponsoring people. So that all varies. All you do is you just go in and you check your volumes. Synergy makes it really easy when you go into your back office to see what's the amount of volume on your left leg, what's the amount of volume on your right leg. The side that has the smallest amount of volume, that then is your weak leg at that time that you're looking at it. And so that tells you, all right, let's say my left leg had 2,000 CV of volume, my right leg had 3,000 CV of volume. I've already sponsored my first 3 people, and I go in and I now have a person I want to sponsor. I'm working in groups of 3, and so I see, okay, my left leg's got only 2,000 CV of volume. I'm going to sponsor that person on the outside. Again, remember, always the outside, because you're building the outside of each leg. I sponsor that person on the outside of my left leg. I just go into my synergy. You can click on to see your tree. You can go down to the last position so you can see who the last person is on your left-hand side. And then you can sponsor that new distributor on the outside left of that last person in your left leg. If you got a second person who wants to come in, you look and, okay, my right side is still the strong leg. I'm going to place that person on the last person in my strong leg at the bottom of that leg on the outside of their tracking center 1. And if I've got a third person, I'm going to go and sponsor that person on the outside of my weak leg. And so you're basically sponsoring 2 people on your outside of your weak leg, 1 person on the outside of your strong leg, to help continue this process of keeping your left and right hand sides as balanced as possible so that you can reach the goal level through organizational volume. And if you're teaching this same process down through the people that you sponsor or the people that you reactivate into your Synergy Worldwide business, even if you didn't sponsor them, it's still worthwhile touching base with them to see if they want to come back into Synergy Worldwide, because they represent potential organizational volume. And if you can help that person, whether you've sponsored them or not, be successful this time around in Synergy Worldwide, they create, through their customers, cash flow for them and organizational volume for you. And if they then sponsor people into Synergy Worldwide, maybe there's people that they sponsored into Synergy that are underneath them that are customers that they can now approach with this new program to bring people back into Synergy Worldwide in the positions that they had before. They can then go and help recruit those people into Synergy Worldwide, which again, teaching this process of our 2 primary goals: create cash flow through customers and work to getting to the gold level. All you're doing then is helping to increase organizational volume on your left and right hand sides, and you're teaching them proper sponsoring and placement techniques so that they don't make the same mistake that they did when they first got started in Synergy Worldwide. What do I mean by that first mistake? It's where people just sponsored on one side of their Synergy business. They just sponsored on the outside of their right, and they really didn't do anything with their left side. Well, if you don't have anyone on your left-hand side, or vice versa, if you sponsored everyone on your left-hand side and didn't do anyone on your right-hand side, when you come to the end of the month, basic commission is always paid on the side that has the least amount of volume. And if you've got 0 on one of your sides, then your basic commission is going to be 0. That's a mistake. A lot of people initially made that in Synergy Worldwide. Well, we don't want to make that mistake again. For new people that we bring into Synergy Worldwide, we want to teach them proper sponsoring and placement. Outside left, outside right, outside of your weak leg. And then for your next three, outside of your weak leg, outside of your strong leg, outside of your weak leg. And you can always go into your Synergy back office. You can always check your volumes for at the time that you're going to sponsor someone. And then you can make sure that you place them properly on the last person of your left or right leg, weak leg or strong leg, on their tracking center one outside of that leg. So if they're on your left side, tracking center one outside left. If they're on your right side, tracking center one outside right. Now, if you're an existing distributor, I know there's existing distributors on today's call where you have on one of your sides 4,500 CV of volume or more. So if you're consistently generating 4,500 CV of volume or more on one of your sides, then what you want to do is find someone on the opposite, your weak leg. Preferably someone that you've already sponsored into Synergy Worldwide, and then partner with them to help them effectively grow their Synergy business, help them grow their customer base so that they can create cash flow for their Synergy business that helps them stay engaged because they're actually earning cash. And then that cash takes care of all of their needs to run their Synergy business so it doesn't come out of their pocket. And then you help them sponsor people. And then as you sponsor people, the two of you work together. People that you sponsor, but you place them underneath this individual so that you can help them get to the gold level. What does that do for you? It increases your organizational volume. What does it do for them? It increases their organizational volume on their weak leg, which increases their basic commission. So if you can help them earn a bigger basic commission, that's more cash flow for them to operate their Synergy business. Plus, you mega match their basic commission. So if I'm an existing distributor and I've got one leg that has 4,500 CV volume consistently or more, then I want to find someone on my other side, my weak leg, someone that I've sponsored, and begin to make the relationship with them and work with them if they're serious about wanting to have a successful Synergy business, that let's partner together. I'm going to show you how to use the resource tools that have been created to help you grow your customer base. That's going to create cash flow for you. And that cash flow is going to help you operate your Synergy business. Plus, as I find people who want to become distributors and you find people who want to become distributors, let's work together. And we're going to use this sponsoring and placement technique where the first one we come up with, either your or mine, if it's yours, you sponsor them. If it's me, I'll sponsor them. But we're going to place that first person on the outside of your weak leg, the second person on the outside of your strong leg, and the third person on the outside of your weak leg. So I can work with you. I can help strengthen your Synergy business so that we can get you to the gold level in Synergy Worldwide. And what is that going to do for you? That's going to create additional cash flow through basic commissions and going to reward you with the Go Gold retreat where Synergy will pay your way to go to Utah and you can really experience Synergy Worldwide in person. Be able to see the corporate office and talk to the corporate people and go to Nature Sunshine and see the manufacturing facility and all that they do to make sure that our products are second to none, and talk with the people at the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, whose whole purpose is to create products like Immune Booster that differentiate us from the rest of the market and give us products that other people can't copy because they work towards putting patents on those products for our benefit, like metabolic LDL. No one can copy that product. ProArts 9 Plus. In the past, people could copy it because they didn't have it patented. They can't do that anymore. So that's the things about Synergy Worldwide that help to build confidence in the procs and the company. And then you can begin to help them have confidence in the marketing system that we have in Synergy Worldwide to grow their customer base and to attract distributors to show them how they can have their own Synergy business. And by working with that individual, you then help them grow. And if they reach the gold level, that's a minimum of 9,000 CV of volume. If they're at the gold level, that means one of their sides has 4,500 and the other side has 4,500 or more. So minimum, it means 9,000 CV of volume in your lesser leg. And if that now begins to exceed your other side, then you can then repeat this process with someone on your other side that now becomes your weak leg and help strengthen that leg now with a person underneath there who's at the gold level. Or if your volumes on your strong leg are such each month, then you can just continue on the weaker leg to keep building gold level individuals in Synergy Worldwide on that until it catches up to your strong side. And then you can begin the process of finding someone on your strong side and replicating the same thing and continuing this process down through your organization, which will result in massive increases in your residual income through basic commissions, mega matches, and now leadership bonuses. Because once you hit the 6,000 CV volume on your weaker leg, you now start earning leadership bonuses on your strong side. Again, this is your cheat sheet to be able to stay focused and give to all your new distributors and existing distributors and customers that now want to come back into Synergy Worldwide. You can give them access to this cheat sheet that they can then print off, and you can all start working together to effectively grow your Synergy business. Now, the last part of this presentation, again, I'll make this PDF available to everyone so you can see how by properly replicating this down through your organization, you can begin to create significant cash flow for your Synergy business. I don't want to, everyone can read this. Everyone can follow the logic, can follow the numbers. The only thing I want to say before I go and open this up to questions is let's go back up here. Again, what do we teach? We teach a goal of getting 10 monthly orders from your customers. Now, again, whatever that order is, it could vary in CV volume based upon what they're ordering. Let's just say that the average order from your customer is 150 CV. If I've got 10 of them, then I create 1,500 CV of volume. I'm looking here at this elite rebates on the left-hand side. I create 1,500 of CV volume. Here in the United States, we don't get paid elite rebates until we're at 150 CV or higher. So what Synergy does is it subtracts out the 150. I've got 1,350 left over in CV. I earn a 25% elite rebate. So I earn $337.50 in elite rebates. That's cash flow to operate my Synergy business that month. What does it represent with regards to organizational volume? Well, the way Synergy computes organizational volume is that they would take that 1,350, divide that by 2, leaves you with 675 CV. They would add back in that threshold of 150 CV. So if you help a distributor build a customer base who's underneath you on your left or right-hand side, doesn't matter what side they're on, and if they're 1,500 CV for the end of the month, they created for you 850 CV of organizational volume. Now, if I take 4,500 on my calculator, divide that by 825, it means that I have to have 5 distributors on my left and 5 distributors on my right who I've helped to build a customer base of 1,500 CV or more. That's a whole lot more doable than trying to recruit distributors who are on a monthly auto ship. Plus, you're now helping those individuals actually realize cash flow. Cash flow is key to any business, as everyone in America has found out in the COVID-19 pandemic. If you don't have cash flow, then you're not going to be in business for very long. And even when you get PPP money from the government, that only lasts so long. You still got to have customers. And I don't want to get into politics here, but you're noticing that there's several states that really restricted customers are now, for whatever reason, now begin to decide that they're going to open up businesses again because they've destroyed people's livelihood. Well, here in Synergy Worldwide, we work out of our home anyways. We don't have overhead like a normal business does. So we're in COVID-19. It's the perfect home-based business. We have tools like Zoom and other things that we can communicate with people on, even if we can't meet them one-on-one like we used to in the past. We can still talk to them on the telephone, talk to them through Zoom, help them, send them videos. You know, there's a lot of great marketing material we have that we can create customers in Synergy Worldwide to build that cash flow for our Synergy business through elite rebates. And then again, teach that down through to the people in your organization that want to be good Synergy distributors, who want to create their own business with cash flow through customers, and then they can replicate that with distributors underneath them to help them do the same. That creates your organizational volume that helps to move you towards the gold level. And again, you teach this replicating process down through your Synergy organization. So I've given you a lot of material today. Again, we've recorded this presentation. It'll go out on Tuesday's email. Do I have any questions from anyone before we say goodbye for this Saturday? You're all muted, so you'll have to unmute yourself if you have a question.
Hello, Dan.
Yes, Donald.
Again, before we got started, I said I was happy that you were doing this, because as long as I've been in Synergy, I still at times find it difficult to make the proper sponsoring and placement connection. And I thank you for doing this. One of the things that I'd like to have you touch on, what I think I realize is that the earlier you have your auto ship in place, then you get your elite rebates, meaning I had in the past, I would have mid-month my auto ship, but recently what I did was I moved my auto ship to the beginning of the month, first 5 days or so. So I see a check from Synergy for people who I would have missed. I would not have gone like that first week and a second week, the 15th. So the 7th and the 14th, I would not have gotten a check. And I want you to look at that or touch on that to kind of explain the importance of having your auto ship early in the month so that you're not missing that check, because any check you miss is you're leaving money on the table, so to speak. Am I right?
I would say you've got the basic gist of it. What I did, Donald, is I wrote on my notepad here, benefits of auto ship, and I'll plan to do that in February. Next week, it'll be Bob and Judy doing their leadership development. And then we're going to be into the first Saturday of February, and I want to show the program that I'm using for creating videos. So I'll plan to do the second Saturday in February on the benefits of auto ship, so that you and others can understand why it's important to be on auto ship and why it's important to do exactly what you've just talked about. Have your auto ship set up at the beginning of the month as opposed to the middle or end of the month. You know, if you're going to pay for an auto ship, you might as well, as what you've talked about, have it done at the beginning of the month, because then you're in position to start earning all the other benefits that come from leadership, or I should say from fast start bonuses if you're sponsoring people, or your elite rebates from, you know, sales that go beyond the 150 CV value. Plus, you also, the other thing that you do, and again, we'll cover this on the webinar I do, you also put yourself into position to make sure that you are fully qualified for basic commissions, leadership bonuses, and mega matches.
Absolutely. Thanks.
You're welcome.
One other thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see, this is simple, but I'd like to see you use the two words cash flow as a compound word. Separate, I mean, it just says cash flow, but cash flow compounded to me is different. I mean, to me, it's psychological, but I think having it compounded, it makes it kind of a noun as opposed to, you know, subject and, you know, the grammar. But I'd like to see it compounded.
When you say compounded, do you mean putting a hyphen?
Cash dash flow.
Okay.
So it becomes a thing as opposed to two words, just two words, cash and flow.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Dan, this is David. I had a question.
Sure.
All of us the people that have been in Synergy for let's say over a year, and they've operated as a business at one point or another, have had people come into the business, and then for whatever reason, as you say, they become customers. Could you, I just want to make sure I have an understanding of that. Welcome back, and I'll take a look at it myself. Mm-hmm. But are you saying that if they put in 200 CV in an order, and their tracking center one or an activation order, they're restored to their previous position, including their downlines?
Correct. Yeah, so it would be an order placed on their tracking center one of 200 CV or more. And then they're reactivated as a distributor in their exact same position, and they have all the people underneath them that they had before.
So if they if they activated their Synergy business again with a 200 CV order, then they contacted people in their organization to do the same.
Correct.
In effect, restoring their organization.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understand that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good question. Thank you, David. Ted, do you have a question? I see your mic open.
Yeah, I was just going to thank Doug for mentioning that auto ship at the beginning of the month. That's pretty important. I think I've lost in the past because my auto ship's toward the end of the month. So I just appreciate you going over that second week in February. I think that's a very good point he brought up for those of us that have been hanging around for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Ted. All right. Good questions, good comments. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right. I want to thank everyone for today, for your participation. Next week will be Judy Feldhausen and Bob Wishmeyer will be doing one of their leadership development series using Simon Sinek's book. And then the first Saturday in February will be, I think, will be an exciting presentation, especially if you want to really begin to brand yourself and create the opportunity to put highly effective messages in front of people that will create interest. So you'll see more of what I'm talking about when we do that first presentation on Saturday. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend. We'll talk to you next week.